Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday, and we are going to continue on with this page. We are doing this page with pan pastels, and it is a Christine Caron page from Fantasy. Oh dear, I put the book away and now I can't remember. It's from book 5 of her Fairies and Fantasy, I do believe. Hello, Connie. Definitely watch back later. Enjoy your visitors. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Christine. Yes, it's morning here, though. It is 10 o'clock in the morning here. So, hello, Sue. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Yana. All right, so let's zoom on in and get started. Oh, I did finish my pumpkin page if you guys want to see it. There is the pumpkin page. I did finish it. My camera is showing awfully dark. Why is it so dark? Probably because it's not zoomed in. But there we have the pumpkin page. Let me adjust this because that is not the right coloring. There we go. So I did get one of the prompts done for this month so far. I'm terrible. I did not get the job, for those of you who are wondering. Now I messed up the saturation on this page. Hello, Mama Mona. All right, so let's zoom on in to the area that we're going to be working on, which is this area here. Aw, but I wanted to be Tanae today. Going to change my name. So we are still using the soft tools. We are still using the pan pastels. We're going to start with this color here on our wonderful little froggy friend. So this color is Chrome Oxide Green. And I'm going to show you guys a trick that I learned by accident. Which I think is actually kind of cool. I'm just going to put a base layer of this green. I'm going to leave his tummy alone because it's going to be a different color. Same with his little feet. All right. And I'm going to grab a paper towel so that I can wipe off the colors as needed. Where's my eraser? Oh dear, I've lost my eraser. That's fine, I'll use this one. I went out of the lines. Sorry about blowing in your ear. And of course the sun has decided to come out, so all of the adjustments that I made because it was cloudy are completely useless now. Let's bring that brightness down a little bit and this up just a touch. Oh, that is not working at all. Ay, ay, ay. That looks terrible. All right, I'm gonna fix this, I promise. There we go. The sun came out and messed it all up. All right, so that was a touch of the bright yellow-green shade. And now we're going to take a little bit of red iron oxide shade. Good morning, Callie. Good morning, Alex. And we're just going to go into the shadowy areas with that color. And we're going to wipe that off. Try not to dig my fingernail into a... And then we're going to use a little bit of burnt sienna. And then we're going to use a touch of permanent red shade. And we're going to mix that red in to all those darker colors. And we're going to try to come down his little feet without getting it all over the place. Like so. And then we're going to put this away. We're going to take our eraser and we're going to fix his eyes. Good morning, Catherine. Now, I'm going to show you a trick that I learned completely accidentally. I'm going to take the white and I'm going to fill in his eye here. And then I'm going to take the Caran d'Ache blender and I'm going to blend it. this is doing, and I'll show you here in just a second after I get it all blended in. Make sure I've got everywhere. Now I can take this brush off any extra, and now it's completely sealed in. Isn't that cool? I learned that accidentally. Now I can take a little bit more of the red and fix any areas that I want to fix. Because I've got a couple of areas there that needed a little more red. And you can come back over with the blender. And blend it in. And that looks terrible. I hope it doesn't look that bad on your guys' screen. If it looks that bad on your guys' screen, can somebody please let me know? Because it is looking horrid. Doesn't help that the sun keeps on going behind the clouds every 3 seconds. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, do his eyes, a little bit onto the feet. Hello, Brooke. So if you're worried about your pan pastels moving, this is definitely one of those ways of making sure they don't move a whole lot. Now I am using the Prismacolor white and the Prismacolor black. Just to give it a little bit of a touch. Oh, awesome, Brooke. Sounds like fun. No, they haven't discontinued this blender. They have put this blender with a so you get one of these and one of the wooden barreled blenders. Right. So you get one blender stick and one pencil blender. All right, so her outfit, I want to do the same as her hat. So we're going to start with this one here. So we're going to start with the yellow ochre shade. I'm going to try to get into all these little tiny areas without making a mess of things. Yes, it's by Karen Dash. Okay, I'm going to take so this is a lip gloss applicator. You can get them on Amazon, but it does give you the ability to get into some of these smaller areas. It doesn't hold on to the pastel as well as the foam tools, but you can still get into those smaller areas with it. Hello, Marilyn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Don't mind me, in concentration mode. I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, but my tummy's still a little funky today, so. Yesterday I just felt terrible. My tummy was funky, my head was all spacey. It's probably because I didn't sleep well. Getting into these little tiny areas. These smaller tools are definitely really good for that. Thank you. more of it over here. And I am not down low enough. Hold on a sec, let me zoom this out just a little bit. And move it over and down. There, now you can actually see what I'm doing. Isn't that nice? I get into the zone and forget to move the camera. Alright, so that's that. That is a part of the jacket as well. Now we're going to go back to this tool because it's a larger area. We can just pull it all in. Like so. Alright. We're going to come up through here. I start on Monday. I start my class on Monday. Monday morning, bright and early. Alright, now we're going to get into some tight spaces again. I think that is part of the jacket. That's hair. We didn't too much color her hair brown on top of the purple. I don't know. Whichever one you want to, Yana. Just grab one, call it good. Getting down into these tighter areas is a bit of a pain in the patootie. I do have to take the eraser to her finger. Her finger is kind of purple. I don't think it's supposed to be. Getting into all these little areas. Exactly. Hello, Patty. She shouldn't get her hair dye on her fingers. Okay, I think we've got all of her jacket based. So now we're going to change the color for that. And we're going to start going in with a darker brown. So I want, I think, a little bit of this one. This is a burnt sienna. It is a soft tool. It's you can get it at softart.com, and you can buy this with these pieces, but you can also buy replacement heads for it. It took me an hour to find my replacement heads last night. And hello, Kenny. I'm sorry if I missed you coming in. Yeah, the Tombos are definitely a particular pencil. I do like a certain paper, that's for sure. Yeah, using pan pastels. Yep, see. All right. Sorry if I go all quiet. My brain is just calculating, trying to put things where they belong. All right, I'm going to have to blow that off, and then we're going to have to start using this smaller tool again. This is just a lip gloss applicator. You can buy them on Amazon. I'm going to have to come in with the eraser and erase the edges of things, but that's okay. Yep, exactly. Many, many different benefits of using pan pastels. All right. Okay, now we're going to go into the other side. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hopefully it goes away. Hello, Courtney. Good morning. All right. Now I'm going to put the lid back on that one. Put that one back over there. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to blow this off. All right, now we're going to take this one, which is raw umber, and we're going to take a fresh tool. Hurry back. And we're going to go in the deepest areas here of shadow. Let's see if this one. Thank you. Just using the very tip of the tool here. Uh, I don't think so. They have a bit of a fuzzy on it, and they do break off. So this is really, really thin on a hard backer. The plastic is quite hard. So I have not tried it. You can give it a try. I have not tried it. I don't know if it would work very well. For really, really intricate small places with oil pastels, I do use the paper stumps. They do work really well with getting into those really, really small places. Okay, and then we're going to take the eraser and go through and erase everything that we've gotten all over the place. Well, that I've gotten all over the place. You guys had nothing to do with it. First of all, we're going to remove the purple from her finger because, you know, her finger shouldn't be purple or brown. I'm using a Faber-Castell colored pencil eraser. Because I can sharpen it to a really good point. So getting into those little tiny areas is a lot easier. Just going through, making sure I get all that lifted off of the areas I don't want it to be. All right, I think that's about that. Now, yeah, I find the paper stumps work the best when it comes to getting into those small areas. Thank you. Now we're going to seal it. Then we'll move on to the next area. And I found out that you could do this completely by accident. I was moving the picture and I dropped my blender on it, and it actually hit up on the pumpkin here and brightened up the gash in the pumpkin that it hit. And I went, ooh, wait a minute. Will that work? And sure enough, so it was completely by accident that I figured out you could blend and seal with your Caran d'Ache blender. All right, now we're going to move to this side. Just be careful that you don't get a buildup. Make sure that you wipe. So, quick question. All right, what's the quick question? All right, so now we're going to do her undershirt here. that I want to do in this screen. um, they are a hard pencil that you may find difficult to use. They do require a lot of layering. And a lot of patience. They are definitely not something that I have in the corner. I did try them once. I did not like them. And I actually ended up giving them to a 2-year-old child to play with. That's how little I liked them. I did not add any white. I just used a Caran d'Ache blender and moved the pigment around. All right, and put a wax seal on it. So I'm going to do the same thing again on the undershirt. I'm going to take the color again. And the eraser, because I've got a bit on her hand. That's funny, Kenny. All right, now I'm going to take another lip gloss applicator. This is chrome oxide green. This is one of those pictures I should have really studied before I decided to use pan pastels on. There's so many little tiny things. There's a person in our Facebook group that colors everything in pan pastels, and she does such a fabulous job. I thought I will give it a try. I am not doing as well as she does by any means. Give them a try. Like I said, they do require a lot of finessing and layering. They are picky on the paper, and I personally find them hard and unpigmented. Other people love them. I'm just not one of those people. All right, I think that's it for the green. Well, let's just get this part here done too. I'm going to add some orange to the pumpkin greens, the floral greens, but we'll get our base green down. I've got to finish the hair before I do that. Just getting a little base coat. Just donate them anonymously, Catherine. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, there are a lot of artists out there that use them and really enjoy them. I do believe Emily uses them, and she does wonderful things with them. I just have no patience for them, I guess. All right. I think that's it for the greens. For the basing of the greens, anyway. Hurry back, Kenny. No worries. Okay, one moment while I blow this off. All right. Now we're going to take a little bit of darker green. And this is Permanent Green Shade. Not going to get a whole lot of other color on the smaller leaves. But in the darker areas on the bigger leaves, we can get a little darker. Yep, definitely. I am not doing them a whole ton of justice here, but I haven't tried them on Selena's. I should try them on Selena's. Her grayscale is very dark though in some of her books. Alright. That's all we're going to do with that one. And blow that off. And then we're going to take our tool and we're going to grab some orange. This is orange shade. I'm just putting a little bit in some of the leaves. Then we're just going to take a touch of the red oxide. So this is red iron oxide. I'm just going to add a little bit to the leaves. All right. Good morning, Della. All right. Now we're going to careful when we dust it off because, you know, I just rubbed it all over the place. Hold on a sec. What did I do with my eraser? There it is. All right. Just going to erase the little bits here. Not too worried about the background getting too much of the color on it. But, all right. Now where'd that green one go? There it is. There we go. And then again with the blender, we'll dust it off. Hello, Shannon. You're riding, so you can't chat. Well, enjoy your ride. Are you on the lawnmower again? Do not throw up. Okay. Well, do not chat because I don't want you to throw up. I'm just saying. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of the brown, the dark brown. On the branches here. And they're tiny, so. There we go. Now we're going to take a little bit of red oxide and a little bit of that brown, red iron oxide and burnt sienna. We're going to do the acorn here. Hello, Angela. Yes, Wickabella is the one that evacuated. And then we're going to take a little bit of this one. There we go. Alright, and then I will use a gold pencil or gel pen for the rest of the necklace. And we're going to finish off her hand. Let's do that first. So we need this one. Hi, honey. Exactly. High quality H2O. Hello, Calamity. It is facts. Especially when you tell her that she's rooting for the wrong team. Don't get the team right and she'll get you. Now we're going to use some orange tint. And then some red iron oxide tint. Exactly, Patty. Exactly. Yeah. You're going to neglect the coloring and we're going to break your fingernails. Go doing the housework and stuff. What the heck? And then we're going to take a little bit of white and we're just going to blend that in a little. Then dust that off. And we're going to take our blender. Clean that up. There we go. Well, they said no. All right. And just going to dust that off. Wipe this off. Make sure I get all good majority of that red off of there. All right, now we're going to go in with the purples. So we've already put the lighter color down, but I'm just going to put a little bit more down because I've rubbed my hands across it and more it off. And I missed a branch down here, but that's okay. I want to get the hair done first. Now there's a little bit of red on my tool, so it's coming out a little bit more pink than I want it to. So I've just got to put more of the purple on. Alright. And this one. So now I'm using the violet. So the first one was violet tint. This is violet. And then we'll do a violet shade. Under her hand here. And under the branch. Mushroom. Yes. Blow it all off. Hello, Dawn. There we have that. Now we're going to take our green. Like so. And brown. Okay, so there we have, I think we need a little bit more of the purple under here. Yes, the shade is the darker color, the tint is the lighter color. And the base color is just the name of the color. All right. Now, a little bit of that lightened up a little bit. So I'm just going to take my eraser and put little flicks in for the hair. Like so. All right. That's her hair, her hand. Let's do the flower here. We're going to start with this one. So this one is yellow ochre tint. I got a red streak on there. Oh well, it's fine. My first set was the landscape set. It's a 20-piece set, and it does cover a lot of the landscape colors. The reason why I got that set first was because I was going to use them primarily for backgrounds. It all depends upon what you're going to use them for. Um, if you're going to use them for portraits, I would suggest your portrait set. If you're going to use them for just doing backgrounds and that sort of thing, I would suggest the landscape or the sky and sea ones. Your first 20-piece set, I would say the landscape set. All right, then we're going to use this color. Oh, let's just stick my fingernail in that one. All right, and then this one here is Dairy Lied Yellow Tint. Dairy light yellow. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to start off with one set and then build from that set, you will do fine. I have bought one set and then I just buy the ones that I don't have one at a time because they are quite expensive. I was able to find quite a few of them on sale at a local shop last year, so. They do have an entire 88 set on Amazon, but they're quite expensive. I do have that listed below the video. But I would strongly suggest starting off with just using them for backgrounds and building up your enjoyment of them. Um, you can definitely do as you please, but if you want to color entire pages with them, um, just remember that you can mix the colors, so you're not stuck with just one color, with the one type of color there. All right. You don't need the whole 80 set? Yeah, sure. I would love the full 80 set. Do I need the full 80 set? Probably not. Would I like the full 80 set? Probably so. Then we're going to use a little bit of orange shade. But to be honest, the one that I would suggest for starting off with is either, depending upon what you want to use, either the portrait set or the landscape set. Yep. All right. Then we're going to take the bright yellow. And then put a little bit of that ochre in there. All right. Then Yes. All right. And another thing that you need to watch out for with buying pans and that sort of thing from, say, Blick or Jerry's Artorama or anything like that, is take a look at the price of them on the website first, the Pan Pastel website, as well as Amazon. Sometimes the prices on the other two sites are a lot higher than elsewhere. So, yeah, the Caran d'Ache blender, it was an accident, but you can use the blender on it. It actually seals it. So I can actually rub my hand across my pastels and not lift any of them up. It was a complete accident that I figured that out. Yeah, I always get smudge on my nails too, so I don't worry about it anymore. All right, going to do this branch under here, and then we'll get this last area here done, and then it will be the background, and that's it. I don't know what I'm going to do for a background. I have no idea. All right, so we're going to take this one, and we're going to start here, just because I don't want to take out another tool. Yeah, I accidentally dropped the blender on the pumpkin that I colored last week on Monday, and it brightened it, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, let's try this. So yeah, I went to town with the blender. And it actually sealed it all in so it doesn't move. So instead of using a workable fixative or something, you can just use the blender pencil. And you can put more color on top of the blender pencil as well, and then reblend it. So reseal the area that you've added more color to. Yeah, yeah, no, I use the pan pastel blender too, but when you have pastel, um, it moves when you rub your hand across it. So sometimes, depending upon how much you put down. But I just found that it brightened it and it sealed it in, so I didn't have to fuss with it. I don't know if it'll work on oil pastels. Pretty sure it probably won't. Um, but it works great on the pan pastels. Yeah, yeah, I use it to lighten as well as blend if I'm having troubles blending colors. What I like about the Caran d'Ache blender is it gives it that little bit of wax, makes it a little more durable instead of using a fixative. And it blends it too. So I'm just using the same colors I used up on the branches up on her hat, which is where did I just put it? The yellow ochre shade, the burnt sienna, and then I'll come back in with the burnt umber. Yeah. Um, no, you go ahead, dear. You go ahead. I'll stay home and tidy up a little bit. Since I didn't get much tidying done yesterday. I didn't get much of anything done yesterday. All right. Just getting that darker burnt umber into the shadow areas here. Blow it all off. And then we're going to do our mushy room there. So I'm going to take the red iron oxide shade first. And then we're going to take the tint. And we're going to do this one here. Take a touch of shade. Yeah, no, I didn't like the Prisma blender. I didn't like the way that it lifted the the pigment off the page. And the scratching sound just was, I couldn't do it. The scratching, it was just something that I just couldn't do. Just try and remember to wipe your blender off. And we're going to take a little bit of this lighter color here and fill in the highlight area there. All right, so now for our pumpkin, we're going to start with the orange tint. Get into all those areas. And then we're going to California doesn't get fall? Yes, you have to watch out for the pine cones falling. we're going to take a bit of the orange shade. And a little bit of burnt sienna. My husband is going to give me a stroke. I just looked out my window and he's standing there looking in my window to say goodbye. It's like, oh my God, make my heart stop. Whew. I gotta get my heart started again here. It's all right. And we're just gonna blend it with the orange tint. Dust it off. Take our eraser and we'll erase this part here where we went over the lines. Like so. All right. Scared the bejeebus out of me. Hello, Dion. Hello, Kelly. I'm sorry if I missed you coming in. Hello, everybody that I missed coming in because my head was down and my husband was scaring me to death. Okay. We're going to dust that off. And then we're going to take a little bit of this. And the green one. Where's my green one? Fine. I lost my green. That's all right. Again, I'm not going to worry about it being... I'm fine. Bob just startled me, that's all. I'm not used to people standing at my window peering through, and I looked up and there was some guy standing at my window peering through. It was my husband, but still, it was kind of, made me jump. It's my own fault for not paying attention. All right, and then we're going to go back to the yellows. For the flower here. And then the only thing left is our little furry friend there. And I have no idea how to color him, so this shall be interesting. All right, a little bit of this. Yeah, I haven't turned on the heat yet. It is still too warm in Oregon for that. I think the lowest it got was in the house was 65, and that's just still too warm to turn on the heat. All right. Now for our little furry friend. Trying to think of what color to color our little furry friend. So let's start with the same color that we started for everything else, with the brown. I know there's going to be oranges and reds and that kind of color in here, but I want to start off with the light brown to blend into. Alright, and then we're going to take some of this. A little bit of this. Oh, and I'm off camera. Yeah, no, it's nice and good fall weather here. Got a good amount of cool weather, but not freezing cold. Alright, now we're going to take a little bit of this. I'll erase any colors that get off where they're supposed to be. And then let's take a little bit of this one. Blend it in. Alright. Then we're going to take our eraser after we dust this off. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a background. I haven't decided if she needs a background. Alright, dust that off. And then we're going to do her eye. We're going to do her eye purple. just because. Because she's a special pet. And then we're going to blend it in. And then we need this one. Just fill in the scratches in the paper. There we go. And then we're going to take the black. And a bit of white. We'll take a bit of white and we'll go through here. And there we have it. I'm going to zoom you out. And of course we've got a little Spidey here as well. So we're just going to take a little bit of black. And for the spider web, I'll move up, up, and zoom in. To the spider web. Oh yeah. It's so easy to become homeless. So I'm using the Wink of Stella on the spider web here. And trying to draw fairly straight lines. Without making a complete and utter mess of it. Okay, missed a line there, missed a line there, missed a line there. Trying to figure out all the lines I've missed. Not like you guys will be able to see it anyway. All right. So there she is. Let's fix the color because, yeah. Saturation is off again. And we were going to take a gold pencil or pen. Let's see, where is my gold pen? And finish up her jewelry there. So I'm just going to grab a gold gel pen. Or actually, I'll use this paint pen. Dual metallic brush. It's nice and bright and shiny. All right. Okay. There she is. All finished and only 10 minutes past today's end of stream. Gonna remove the washi tape. Of course, it's going to be a fuss putt. Oh, don't tell me this time it's going to be funny. I don't usually have any problems with washi tape peeling off. Well, hopefully that accidental find that I found is helpful for everybody. The one thing I do suggest if you are going to use that tip is make sure that you wipe your blender and keep your blender clean. Oh, I'm just making a mess here. Keep your blender clean so that I don't know what's going on with my washi tape today. If you keep your blender clean, it won't pick up other colors and blend them into your page. Just like, you know, with colored pencils, you just got to worry about blending that pastel from other colors in. All right, so there we are. We got a little bit of glitter. Not a whole lot. You can't even see it. Let's turn that off. Maybe that'll help. There we go. That's better. So we have finished up the Fairy and Fantasy 5 Christine Caron Autumn Forest Witch. And this is going to be my free space. So I've done two, two of Shannon's prompts for the bingo. So yeah, that's all done. Next week we'll be picking a new page. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it will have a pumpkin in it. I do start class on Monday. I did not get the job, so that's not going to be a problem. I have applied for others, so hopefully I get those. But yeah, so this is our bingo prompt so far. We've got 2 pages. We've only got 3 more to go, and only 2 weeks to do it. Awesome. Yeah, usually I don't have any issues with it, but that tape just decided it was going to have issues. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artists that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.